we also have parents who joined tonight from 12 Foundations program. So we want to see our children's contents in the future, and they will be motivated, fully prepared, and excelling at their full potential. Um, Before we end the webinar tonight, I would love to introduce a couple of our parents if they can tell us about how they feel about the program for so far, and give us a honest review and let us to know if there anything that we can improve. We care about our student, and we would love to hear about any review from any aspect, so we can able to know if this is a good program to recommend. Please also let us know too. Yeah, can I invite Jane to tell us about how you feel? Hi,
Hey, hi,
Jane.
Miss Claire. Hi.
Hello.
Um,
Thanks for
hi.
being with us.
Thanks.
Hi. So I've been enrolling Elise in this program since last August, and I first heard about this program through some online classes that my daughter has been taking with Mr. Jacob and Miss Amanda on phonics. That was during the pandemic, and I was looking for some alternative to a public school, because I heard a lot of nightmares, right? Like you got to drop off at 11 and pick up at 2. Obviously, that just would never work for working parents. I'm a full-time working mom, and my husband works as well, so we just needed something that's a full day program. So it's kind of perfectly convenient for me to have this kind of program. You know, it combines the public school curriculum with accredited teachers, and also it's a combination between daycare, after school, and a real curriculum.
Yeah.
So
Thanks for choosing
yeah,
us.
thank you. But I think what I want to say is that what I really appreciate is the teachers here are just so loving and caring. Miss Karen is a great friend, and I have Miss Amy. We're all like a little family, right? We all hang out on the weekends. I know what kind of people they are, and I feel safe. Like safety is the top priority for me, right? In terms of virus prevention, and also just your kids are with good people. That is really important. I also know a lot of parents that are in the public school system, and they're always constantly fighting with the school board, the school superintendent. And uh, that's a fight that you don't want to get into, because they won't listen, and it takes a lot of politics. It's very taxing, and definitely Gulu Gulu would listen. I remember I attended this webinar last year, and I asked, you know what, I have to get my kid enrolled in a piano lesson, and I don't have time to practice piano with her. And the next time I visited the school, there was a piano in the school, and Miss Karen said, we can partner with the plaza. I had 2 piano classes, right? Classrooms. So she said we could partner with those teachers, with those piano schools, to accommodate her piano practice needs. So I was really happy about that. She actually does attend one of the piano schools, and the teacher from that piano school just comes to Gulu Gulu and walks her over. So it's like I could be pretty much hands off. Yeah, so for me, it's like super convenient, and just being a Buddhist myself, I know the importance of the virtues. It's a guidance that we don't learn at schools, at public schools especially, and I really hope that the, the the teachings about the virtues of how to be a good person could, you know, that is going to be a huge strength for the Gulu Gulu program, and I hope you guys can practice that every single day.
Of course,
Thank you.
of course.
Yes. So, yeah. So that's why we keep the class size to be small. That is
Mhm.
the only way we can keep practicing. When otherwise, it's basically the environmental aspect will not allow us to do that if it's too much students. Mm.
Yep, I remember Elise was having some issues with classmates and teachers being just, I think she was kind of rude to teachers. And Miss Karen and Miss
Process.
Amy, we had like a teachers parents conference and really kind of talked through the problems. And
Mm.
it took maybe a couple days for Elise to turn around and kind of realize, oh wow, I did something wrong. And she's become, I think she's really learned a lot through that process, and that's something that you don't get from public schools. So I really appreciate that guidance.
Yeah, and thank you for also cooperating with us too. Without the parenting parts to work
Yeah,
together, it won't be success.
I
Yeah.
took it seriously when you gave us that paperwork saying like the character problems that we have to focus on. So we had a family meeting about it too.
Thank you. We have staff meeting every week. So we do back and forth talk about each student's progress as well as their behavior issues or emotional support that we can offer. So we try in order to reach that, like for adjusting the learning attitude and then the attitude toward the teachers. We actually try a subtle way, and then we try to have it's get to a couple of months to really get to parents to take it seriously. So yeah, so it's a process of learning, and for the student behavior to adjust, it take time. And I'm glad, this is my way to advocate how education should be, and also advocate for what the student need to deserve to have educations. um, it, it need me to step out of comfort zone. It need me a lot of courage on doing that, and but for our next generations, it worth it. So yeah, so it really
Yeah.
worth it. And also working toward the long way to go later on, we want to work with especially like student might not able to afford to have quality education program. And I think we are going to be holding together with caring people, and this is the team it is. Yeah, they have been going with me every week. So yeah, so I'm very grateful.
Miss
Yeah.
Karen, can you talk a little bit more about the affordable, like if parents can't afford to go to your school, right?
Mhm.
Like, is there any
Mm.
assistance?
Yes, there's a substitute government program that I actually have been partnering with them for the preschool parts and the after school parts. So I know that after school and preschool that I could get funding for those people who need it. Um, and now I find out that even though for K-12, they could able to fund partial of it. So they were able to afford it with very affordable tuition that way. And then on the side, we are in the progress of applying nonprofits. So once we become a nonprofit school, we're able to open a lot of grants for people who different like low income families, or but we need to go through a filter system though. Like we will go through an assessment. So the assessment is not like we're doing like at the private school, they testing their academic the readiness skill and math skill. We're actually looking for how the parents will be seeing how they support social emotional aspects, and if the student we have a play date together and see how they get along together, and see we want to see if parents care about how they make friends. So that is our assessment. So assessment for if we are the family who actually will be willing to cooperate. And besides that, we're also adding a family class together because we're not able to do homeschooling, like having all the working parents to join the classroom and then do the homeschooling, um, the benefit from homeschooling. You can bond with your students and your child. You grow with them, but we're doing family class together. So yeah, I'm thinking about like a martial arts that we actually participate together every Saturday or maybe Sunday afternoon. So from that way, so the coach will also able to coach the family from the discipline aspect. So this is yeah. So this is what we like the next year that we were going to add addition to it in terms of tuition support and family education supports. Mhm. Yep. And then also I want to in like so Jane, thank you for being with us and also share your review for us.
Thank you.
So
Yeah, thank you
you
so
very
much.
much.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. So beside that, I want to also get a review from the in-person education coach, Miss Anne. Miss Anne has been with us for 6 years, 7 years now. So and then now this year is being with the 12 foundation students. How do you feel about how, the entire program? It runs from morning 8:30 you come to class, 8:45 is the first, first section to meet. During the whole day, tell us about from the teacher perspective. How do you feel?
From my perspective, I feel like K-12 give me more flexibility to work with the student because I can modify the program to make it more suitable to what the student need. For example, Elise. So I have like Elise and Nina in my class, right? But their needs are different. Like for example, Elise enjoy like break between the activity. So I will give her like do one activity, take break 5 or 10 minute break, and do the next one. That is her need. So I would like try to modify to her need. But Nina is a little bit different. So she more focusing in the class in the morning time. So she can work better in the morning time versus like in the afternoon. She told her like not really focusing at all. So that it gave me the flexibility, yeah, to modify the program toward to help the student. Also, is even though it's an online program, but we have like a lot of tools and then like a workbook, the offline workbook, so we can just substitute that with the computer time. So actually, a lot some of the lessons, so they have a few lessons, right? But what they do need is just like phonic or learn about language, like vocabulary or math. So some they don't really need like few like online lesson. But other than that, so I substitute with the workbook and then also print activity for them to do. So the screen time will not that much. Also, like they learn some like art, music, history, science. So those activity I will usually read the lesson and then work together with them, not let them just watch the video and then have to do it again. Yeah. So it gave me a lot of flexibility. Yeah. It's a really good program. I think academically it's really good program. Also, the teachers, like K-12 teacher, they're very supportive, always answer the question. So that's really good.
And they do have assessment too, right?
Yeah, they do have assessment. They will place that at the beginning they will have assessment to place your student into different level, and also they just do assessment again. I think they just do like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
How about tell us about our lunchtime?
Our lunchtime, so because we are close to the park, so we'll have lunch about 1 hour lunch break. So usually we'll take them to the park and then we'll eat about 45 minutes, and then they will have like about 15 minutes to enjoy the park time. They really like it. They really love to go to the park every day.
nature walk. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also they have exercise time there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good, good. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, I think we are pretty much done. The entire program, we have been telling so much about it, and it's a wonderful program. I really love it and love it. And I just can, yeah, look forward to even practice to be better next year too. I encourage any of the students, parents who are looking for that, like the best education for your student, to inquire about the program. And hopefully that we will be seeing your family pretty soon, right? Thank you so much. Yeah, and then thank you for being with me for preparing all the slide, all the presentation. Maybe we had sleepless nights, but we did it.
You did.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes. So thank you everyone once again from us, the Gulu team, and joining us tonight and hearing about our 12 Foundations program, our hybrid but yet wonderful program that Miss Karen did think up and put together, and we are just throwing the show. So anyways, you guys have a wonderful night, and we will see you guys again next week. Bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.